Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Survival. So what I have today is a bunch of kit that RHINO Rescue sent me. First aid medical kit, obviously get your training, but you also need to have these on hand. These are small packages that you can put almost anywhere, and you can have them inside your vehicle, inside your bug out bag, whatever. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna go into all the kit and what we have available, and then I'm going to put the links down below. If you guys want to purchase, that's fine. I'll have all the links down below and the prices as well for you guys. All right guys, so let's drop this camera and see what we got. All right guys, first things first, let's just take a look at the splint kit. If you guys are not familiar, this is RHINO Rescue's splint kit. It tells you the contents, and if you get into some trouble, let's say you break an ankle, sprain an ankle, that kind of thing, they have multiple sizes in here. Okay, so this is probably going to be for your ankle. This is going to be for your wrist. They also have one for your finger. All right, these are all available. This is going to be the largest one as well, probably for like a femur break or something like that, something large or long. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, including the finger splint as well. That little kit is pretty nice. It fits inside this bag. I don't think it's waterproof, but if you needed a splint kit and you needed something extremely small to set it up, or at least have it available, now you do, and it comes in this nice little zipper pouch. So big fan of that. I just like the compactness and the size of it, the fact that it's nice, bright, and orange. So again, this is really small. You could put it in a bag, or you could put this in a first aid kit, put it in your vehicle. Again, we all have children, elderly people that get hurt all the time. You might come across a car crash and might need something to splint. Also, avid hikers, it weighs almost nothing. So good stuff right there. All right guys, next we have 2 fire blankets. All right, if you didn't notice, or if you did not recognize, it has these tabs on the bottom of the fire blanket, and it also has this grommet. This grommet, if you look at the picture right here, you're supposed to hang this up somewhere that you can get to it, let's say on the side of your kitchen or somewhere where you're actually using fire, and then have a sturdy hook or a screw in here, and then you could pull this blanket out. And what that allows you to do is to put out a fire. You're basically absorbing or taking out the oxygen, so the fire has nothing to burn. Also, if somebody does catch fire, notice the cool pictures on there, you can also tell that you can use this as well. There's 2 of them. You have a bunch of different sizes here, but ideally this is going to be from infant all the way up to adult, to help put that fire out and save that person. So really nice to have. Again, fires, again, car accidents, I'm thinking house fires, something like that. You can have one in every kitchen of your house or outside patio. Just have it available in case something catches fire or some person catches fire. You now have a blanket to put it out. All right, and lastly, let's get into this. This is a first aid kit that I designed or helped design with RHINO Rescue. RHINO Rescue called me up, and they were like, listen, we want to do an outdoors setup for people that want to go out in the woods. And you guys know that I'm an avid hiker, and some of the design elements I had some input in. Now, I'm not saying I made the design. They just wanted my input for someone that does a lot of hunting and hiking. So what I had done is I explained to them that it has to be in some kind of bright color. Obviously, it has to be in a sealed or waterproof pouch. As you can see, this pouch is completely sealed and waterproof. It does have a waterproof zipper. It does have a carabiner, which is nice because you can hang it on the side of your pack, or let's say you're at a campsite, you hang it up, you don't lose all its contents. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay. So I also explained to them that it's not so much trauma that gets you out in the woods, it's more the boo-boo ouch stuff. You could also see here, I don't know if you could see it, but it has mountains on there just to give you a little bit more of an idea of what this is used for. So I have a set of tweezers, obviously good for splinters and small stuff. Emergency blanket, small scissors. Okay, these are not trauma shears. These are small scissors. I also have burn gel, going to be very important around the campsite, especially if you're making fires. Make sure you have some type of burn gel. Antiseptic wipes, okay, or alcohol swab pads, very important to cleaning out wounds and that kind of thing. You're definitely going to need that. Roll of tape, of course, obviously. What else do I have in here? CPR shield. All right, so if you have to give somebody CPR, let's say they're going out of the picture, you don't really know them that well. This is a small tourniquet, or what they would call you have a small tourniquet. These are the rubber hospitalized type tourniquets. Again, it's supposed to be used for, let's say, if you were diabetic and need to find a vein, that kind of thing. If somebody was ultra dehydrated, you might want to have something like that to help them to try to start an IV. So that's in there as well, which is nice. You also have in there a survival whistle. So survival whistle is a nice touch. Again, if you're down and you need some help and you can't yell, now you have a survival whistle. That's good. Elastic bandage. All right, so something, again, more gauze, something to stop bleeding if you need it. I got a first aid manual in here, which is nice. All right, really tiny first aid manual. It does come with some pictures. It tells you about stings, cuts, scrapes, splinters, bleeding, all right, breathing problems, sprains, poisoning. Again, you have to think of it as a mountainous terrain or something that, you know, like a search and rescue type situation, all right, weather-related situation, so that's nice. You also have a tool in here, which is kind of cool. All right, so a little bit of a survival tool. Again, it has a little bit of a saw, it has a little bit of a blade, it has that kind of thing. So that's kind of neat. Let's see, anything else in there? Yep. Stainless steel tool. Kind of neat, small, compact. Ideally, you're probably going to need a little bit something more than that if you're going out to the woods, but I like that it's in there because it doesn't really cost me anything. It's already in there. Set of gloves. Obviously, you're going to need that. Let's look at some of the bigger stuff that we have in here. All right, some Q-tips, small Q-tips. Wound compress. You're gonna have one of those. Two more wound compress. I think these are, what are these? 2x2s. Very, very small sheet of gauze. I have one that looks like about 2 to 2 inches, and then these are a little bit smaller. All right. I also have in there moleskin. Moleskin is going to be important, especially if you are hiking in the woods. You're probably going to need some moleskin, and these are automatically peel and stick, so you don't have to cut it. But if you needed to, you got the scissor in there to do that. Then you got the wound plasters. So these are all your boo-boos, your ouch stuff. Again, there's a bunch of stuff in here like knuckle bandages, wound plasters. They call them plasters. We call them band-aids. There's knuckle bandages, fingertip bandages, that kind of thing. All right, and again, everything's in this nice plastic bag. Oh, so I had 2 of them. All right, so 2 and 2 for the gauze. All right, guys, let's go back up top and finish up. All right, guys, so what do I think? I like it. It's a very small, compact size pouch first aid, waterproof. I do like the fact that RHINO Rescue does listen to its customers. It listens to its influencers, somebody that actually goes out into the woods and uses this kind of stuff. It's compact. I think the only thing I would have put in here was maybe a mirror, and I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you get stuff in your eyes, or maybe an eye patch or something like that, because a lot of times when you're walking in the woods and you're not paying attention, whack, right in the eye. So what you might want to do is either put one of those either a mirror or an eye patch or something that you can actually take something out of your eye. That's the only thing that I would look at as far as this. But great job. I'll put the links down below to the website and also the Amazon store. If you saw something, if you've seen something that you guys like, I will put all that information down below. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, RHINO Rescue, for sending me this kit. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to use this in the woods this summer with my children. Thank you very much, guys, and as always, stay safe.